And bam, on the roof, we're live. At least we're recording. The time is 6:11 p.m. on a Tuesday. We're going to produce pre-production, at least pre-production on a record called Landmine. What a concept. What a concept. We'll talk about it. Let's load up a kick drum. This should only take about an hour. This is my B-side for my next record. It's called damn, I'm getting old. I can't. It's on the desktop right now. Hold up. It's on the desktop. Be excited. I'm getting old, people. My memory ain't what it used to be. I got like over 25 releases on my release schedule. I can't always remember which one I'm on. This one's called Be Excited. It's going to be a Christian dance track. This is the B-side. It's called Landmine. Every track that I make has a title that goes according to whatever's going on in my life currently. So Landmine is the name of this particular track. Let's get some kick drums loaded up. What about a subby kick? Nice subby kick. That sounds about right. For Landmine, it's nice and bass heavy. You know what I mean? It's got some lows. It's got some top. I wish I could turn it up louder. My headphone's all the way up. Hold up. Let's try one different one. That sounds better, actually. That sounds better. I feel like more diversity of style could come from that. What's the tempo we're working with? They fucked up my tempo shit. Logic is tripping, bro. 123. It should be about 127, maybe. No, because this is gonna be kind of sad, kind of angry, and kind of emotional. Because the concept Landmine has to do with a girl that I encountered 5 or 6 years ago, and I kind of instantly fell in love with her, but I was unable to connect. It's like, you ever had a inability to connect? You ever had that? That's what happened. It's very sad. It's very sad. So it's going to be kind of sad. It might be sad and spooky. It might be sad and spooky and emo. I feel like the damn headphones are not loud enough. How can I get these suckers louder? Always turn them. I gotta leave headroom. I should compress that like pretty much instantly. Anyway, there's always options. There's nothing to be afraid of. But it's still a sad, spooky, kind of scary, like, why'd that happen type thing. So the track is bound to be spooky, sad, and maybe even weird. Because I don't fully understand what actually happened there. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wish I did know. But I like that kick drum, so. Yeah. You see the new Launchpad X here? Why do I have to keep going back to why does it keep switching back to the session mode? That's kind of sucks. That's no good. That might be Satan doing that shit. Because I'm a Christian and I got an enemy who's always working against me. It's okay. What do you think? Should we start with some bass lines, some percussive elements? Let's start with some percussive elements. I'm really excited about the A side of this track, the Be Excited, because that's gonna be a Christian anthem. That's gonna be a Christian anthem most likely. I'm just saying. Let's go here. Oh wow. This thing keeps switching back to session mode, bro. I might have to return it and get a brand new one. Oh, that's not good, man. That's very much not good. That'll work, maybe. Okay, let's do that. I hope that there's nothing wrong with this Launchpad X. It was in mint condition. It looked like it had never been used. I think the devil's attacking my Launchpad X because it switched into session mode. I don't use session mode. I use the notes. I'm looking at it like, if you see those lights go off, look at these lights. You see these lights? If they go off, the enemy's attacking my damn drum pad, man. Take a look. See if it goes off. I'm telling you. It was basically brand new. See that? Did you see that? Everything went off. Maybe I'll have to return and get a new one. Maybe there's a firmware update. Whatever. Maybe there's a firmware update. And there's no compressor on this channel, bro. A minute ago, there was fucking like 8 plugins on this channel. Yeah, this session's bound to be under attack, bro. It's bound to be under attack. Because we're moving into higher territory right now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that Satan's fucking with my Launchpad X, and he's fucking with my Drum Machine Designer. How does a compressor disappear off your channel, people? If you didn't take it off. There was a whole slew of plugins on this channel. A whole slew. It keeps switching off. Wow. We're going to go to one more measure. Don't worry about me. We'll figure it out. Pay attention to the lights on this Launchpad X. If they go out, something's up. They've been going out. See that? Pay attention to those lights. If it goes out, it switched to session mode. I don't use session mode. I use Logic Pro. I don't use Ableton. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's add something weird. How about something weird? Because I'm a weird dude. Add something weird. I don't want to waste a really good synth. Let's add something weird. Right there. Something weird. Weird and tweaky. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about. I told you it's going to be spooky. And look at that. The lights went out again. Maybe there's a firmware update, or maybe Satan's attacking my Launchpad. I'm going to add some automation to that because that's the pure lo-fi Arturia Pro. Why do they make this damn synthesizer so big? It fills up the whole screen. Pay attention, because this Launchpad X has been on while I'm doing other things on the computer, and it has never turned like to session mode, never once. What the freaking heck is going on here? It's still usable, but I keep having to switch it back to note mode. Which, quite honestly, is some BS. It's time to add some bass or something. It needs some EQ though. That little part there needs some EQ. It's not really cutting through the way I want it to. That sounds better. Ooh, I love that. Maybe I should keep it in custom mode. Will you think it'll stay there? Will it stay in custom mode? Let's find out if it'll stay there. Let's go here and add another drum machine. If it stays, maybe it'll stay in custom mode. That's probably a better mode anyway. Probably a better mode. What's a good sound? I just loaded up the Yamaha RY30. I think I actually used to have this. Oh, it switched back again. It might need a firmware update. It might need a firmware update. I like that. I like to wing it. You see how this all went blank again? Something's going on with that. I can still return it to Guitar Center, but I don't know if I should buy another one. If it's got to be. I'm not going to stop in the middle of a session and try to update the firmware, but I could Google it after the session. Otherwise, I may have to return. I bought this used from Guitar Center, but it was mint condition. Even the USB cable was like, it wasn't even taken out of the little, it was brand new. Let's start making some actual melodies happen in music and bass lines. It's time for a bass line maybe? What's a good bass line? Maybe that's 20. I'm kind of a freestyle freewheeler. Let's just freewheel it. Gonna add some automation on that. That's the Korg MS-20 Arturia. Sounds good already, right? I told you it would sound sad and spooky, didn't I? I'm gonna put some low end on that kick drum. Put your headphones in so you can feel that. I feel like I want something otherworldly. That's the Arturia Vocoder V. I like it. I like it. I hope I figure out what's going on with this thing, because that's kind of not cool. What else does it need? Maybe some pads? Told you it'd be kind of spooky and sad. Always make your music about something you went through in real life. Even if it's spooky and sad, man. If it's spooky and sad, do it anyway. This is gonna be a really easy, like, really, it's already almost 2 minutes. The song is halfway over. It's nice. I really hate to invite the Model D into the party, but we're gonna do it. That's when it gets lit. They're analog. It's a little loud. I feel like I want some Chinese food after this. I deserve it. We're kicking ass up in here. Let me get a kick jump back just for... I just need to see if it's on time. Okay, now we have to record the Model D to audio because that's the way it works. We have to record that to audio. We have to put that into an audio track, turn the compressor on, and maybe tweak it a little bit. Oh, Lord help me. There's a lot of knobs on the Model D. We have to make sure we tweak it properly. And you don't want to overdo it because it's kind of like, you know, one of those things. probably enough. I think we nailed it there. So we can mute the Model D. It's kind of giving craft work almost. German techno for sure. It's giving that. Right here, we're gonna switch up the whole arrangement to something different. Come on, give me something hot, Jah. Give me something hot, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. I believe in you. Give me something hot. I need a nice harp. I need a really nice harp. That works. It's not cutting through right. I can EQ it though. Let's just rock with that. Shit. I accidentally taped over that. Shit. Okay. I taped over the Model D. That's fucked up. Where we at? Where are we at? I forgot. Can you tell the Model D is coming in handy? I'm looking for that loud sound. It's a really loud sneezing sounding noise. I'm trying to get rid of it. I can't find it. Ah, it's there. See if we can get rid of that. It's in the vocoder, but whatever, it's what it is. Guess what? The track is almost over. We're gonna end this off and see if we can get a firmware update for this damn thing. Otherwise, we gotta take it back. I'm gonna jump on the drum bus and sweeten it up. Make sure my drums are cutting through. How's that? Ron Murphy would say, that sounds like a record. That's deep, baby. That's deep. Landmine. Let's get some bus compression going on. That's kind of a wrap, people. Less than an hour. We nailed it. Very simple, very elementary, nothing complicated. That's a wrap, people. It's almost 4 minutes. It's a done deal. It's a fucking wrap. That's a wrap, people. Freaking rap. Okay, we're going to run it from the top. Very simple, nothing complicated. Pretty much roll with the spirit of the Lord, baby. We're going to figure out what's going on with this thing. I don't think it's defective. I think it needs a firmware update. About 1 hour in. That's a wrap, people. Exactly 1 hour. Exactly 1 hour. So we're going to shut this down. Is God good or is God good? The next track is going to be called Be Excited. This one's called Landmine. You never want to step on a landmine. Sometimes you step on something that looks like maybe it's a, I don't know, but it's a landmine. You got to back up and ease off. Back up and ease off. Anyway, did I shut it down? I shut it down. Yeah, I shut it down. We're going to shut the whole stream down because it's 1 hour. Hey, way to go. Let's do it again tomorrow or the next day for the A side called Be Excited. Man, a wonderful session. I feel really exhilarated. I will tell you that. And it's time for dinner. So we'll see you later.